Hello folks, this is James Qualk over at Circuit Solutions and Repair LLC. Today I'm just showing off one of the many different pieces of advanced test equipment that we have, and one of the many different techniques that we can actually use to locate a fault on your circuit board. In today's case, we have an advanced matrix scanner, which can actually do advanced matrix voltage, current, or VI signature analysis between a good board and a bad board, or a good IC and a bad IC. So what we're going to do here is we're going to launch we've launched the software. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here on the computer. We're going to basically select a 24-pin IC. We're going to set our voltage to the proper voltage. We're going to set the frequency to the correct frequency. For running this test, we're going to change the impedance of the circuit, and we're going to start the acquisition. So what you notice is the advanced matrix scanner is actually going in, and it is scanning each and every pin on this 24-pin IC, and it is using each pin as a reference point to each and every other pin. In standard voltage current signature analysis, we generally would go in and use either volt CC or the ground as a reference point to each pin. But with this test equipment, we can actually use each pin as a reference point to each other pin. So we get a more comprehensive coverage with this. You can see it's just about done doing the signature analysis. Please forgive me for having the colors set to the wrong color. It's a little harder to see, I understand that, but it'll show up when I'm done here. So we've stopped the sequence. We're actually going to go in and we're going to store this. So we've stored the signatures. You can see that we've got them there. So we can go to each and every different pin and we can see the different signatures. I can go in, I can scan down, and that is what a good IC should look like. I'm going to briefly go in and remove the test clip from the board. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug into the other board here now. And it's just going to take me a little bit. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand only. Alright, so we've plugged into the other board, and what we're going to do now is we're going to actually hit the start. So we're going to run basically back through these. We're going to run a comparison. Right, and you can see that we're just about done running the diagnostic test. It's just about gone through. And it's actually said basically that this passed. So we've gone through, we've done the testing. Now I can go through now and I can click each pin as a reference point So we can go in here, we can take a look. Everything matches. Go to pin 2. And I can take a look at those. I can go down to pin 3. Make sure that all of those VI signatures match. Now, I think if I remember when I tested this IC before, we did find one abnormality, and that's the beauty of this test equipment. So the chip actually will say it passed, but we may find something that is somewhat amiss. It's not bad enough for it to fail the chip, but if you really, if you really want to make sure that you have a good repair, which we like to do, even that little thing that may be off, it's going to cause us to want to go in and replace the IC, or at least investigate it further and make sure that there isn't something else going on the board, because something else could be causing that issue too. Try and film another one of these too and see if we can get one that's actually got a fail. Okay, so there you go. So we can actually see where we've got a fail now. So we had one that showed up, and what we're actually looking at is that it's hard to see, but you can see that the second trace that is there, it's more of that reddish orange trace right there. That has actually, it's not quite within the tolerance that's specified by the blue trace there. And so we've gotten a failure on there. And I think that's the only failure that we actually had on this chip. So it's really not too bad. It could be beginning to change, some of the breakdown characteristics of somewhere on that chip. You'd have to go in and do a lot more research on it. But that's the beauty of the system, is we can go ahead and we can get the advanced full coverage, and we can make sure that we've correctly repaired your board. Now you can see that this is once again pin 22 in reference to pin 9, and it was pin 9 that was actually causing the issue. So we'll go back into 22 or 21 now. Take a look at that. See that pin 9 reference to that is once again creating an issue. Now if you look over here, there's not really, if we look at pin 9 here, it's not too bad. It's still pretty much within spec. But you can see that 19 reference to 9 is caused an issue. 18 reference to 9 is potentially caused an issue. And does that mean that this board is not, or this chip is not going to work? No, it doesn't mean that. But like I said, this is just, it allows us to do more comprehensive fault analysis. You can see that overall the chip has actually passed. Now, if I wanted to, we could do some more advanced testing on this using a digital IC tester, and make sure that that chip is going to, function, as intended. Or like I said, if we wanted to, we could just totally replace the chip. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is, once again, James Squalick from Circuit Solutions and Repair, LLC. If you do need to have a circuit board repaired, feel free to contact me at 320-250-4287. Once again, that's 320-250-4287. That's my personal cell. Just send me a text message prior to calling me, because if I don't recognize a phone number, I generally don't pick it up on my cell phone. But that is the best way to get a hold of me. Send me a confirmation text and then call me. We can run diagnostic testing on all kinds of different circuit boards for you if you happen to have something that is in need of repair. Thanks again for watching this. I will also put our email in our the link or the YouTube video down below.